Hi everybody, how you doing? It's me, I'm Grant, and you're my team, and it's finally 2020. God, it feels so good to be able to say that intro again after too long. Okay, I am here today to give you guys the introduction to me, and for some of you it's actually a reintroduction to our channel, which is your new safe space. Provided that you're 13 plus, because we're trying to be COPPA compliant, because that's the thing now in 2020, and I hate it, but hey, we gotta play by the rules if we're trying to prosper and thrive, and I'm just saying. So I kind of need y'all to understand a couple of things, okay? So let's jump into this. First and most importantly, because we're trying to be COPPA compliant, I, the creator of the channel and pumper of the content that you guys get to the pleasure of devouring, have a legal obligation to abide by. This means I need to understand who my target audience is. As creator, I fully know who my target audience is. It's people who are 13 and over, and the reason why is because I'm trying to have my content appeal to a general audience. My content is not child friendly. I repeat, my content is not child friendly. So parents, I need you to understand something right now. It is not my job to raise your children. And if you do not want your children watching my content or other adult content on YouTube, and by adult content what I mean is content made for a general audience, then YouTube Kids is straight up the stairs, turn left, find the first window, and it's straight down from there. Mwah. Thanks for understanding. Hey, don't sit there and look at me like that. It's not my obligation to look after your children. If you didn't want to have that burden, of, well, parenting them, maybe you shouldn't have kids, but hey, it's none of my business. This tea is divine today. Who would have known that hard truths and 3 sugars would have been a lovely secret ingredient? Delightful. So, point number 2 is our history with YouTube. So, some of you may already be familiar with this channel's name, and that's because this channel and I existed last year. Because I didn't want to get faced with a potential $42,000 fine per video, I decided to delete my channel. This meant that, unfortunately, I deleted 78 videos and a channel, which meant that many playlists and videos were lost. As it stands right now, there are 2 playlists worth of content that can go up on here immediately. Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. That's all fully recorded, okay? We also have the first half of our Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country. Wow, that's been a long time since I've said those. Woohoo! Let's plays. We were adding to that one very nicely last year, and by nicely I mean, let's be real. Focusing on it, then taking a massive break, then focusing on it, then taking a massive break, then focusing on it, and then COPPA. Anyways, so that's not exactly, commitment to that. So you may be asking why I'm bringing this up if the videos are not on this channel, but they were on the last one, and that's perfectly fine. To answer this question, you just need to know that those videos are coming back to this channel gradually over time. However, you should also know that unfortunately I have horrible internet speed, so sadly it'll take a while to re-upload everything. Did I have any other projects, and will those be re-uploaded too? Yes, I had other projects. I have a Let's Play of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, all fully recorded and ready to edit and render, but I never finished it due to the whole COPPA thing and deciding to delete the channel, all that stuff, etc, etc. So that's all lined up, and the first 3 episodes of that can be uploaded. The thing is COPPA's a little bit of a grey area, because it's one of the guidelines is it's to do with having cute, quirky creatures that may appeal to a family audience. If that's the case, then kids may end up watching the videos. And if that's the case, why have I marked my videos as general audience instead of a mixed audience, meaning that they should be appearing in suitable for kids, but with no swearing in the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Let's Play? Well, it's a little bit of a grey area, but I am going to be re-uploading that and re-editing that one, because I'm going to be pushing that one for a general audience, because my channel itself and the audience that I'm trying to target are general audience. They are people who are not necessarily children, they are 13 and up. Okay, because the thing with COPPA and the FTC thing is that if you're a kid, you are 12 and under. If you are not a kid, you're 13 up. Yes, that's dependent on territories, but at the same time, the US and the UK follow very, very, very specific sort of age limitations and structures. And yet they're quite similar. Because if you think about it, 13, you're a teenager. 13 through 17, you're a teenager. 18, you're officially classed as an adult, regardless. And yet, for some reason, you cannot drink in America when you are an adult. When you're legally classed as an adult, yet you're allowed to decide your country's future with votes, you are allowed to drive, you're allowed to enlist in the military, but you can't so much as look at a shot of Sambuca. Whew, girl. Hard truths. So, getting back to the channel thing, there was also a Fire Emblem playlist. Well, it wasn't so much a Fire Emblem playlist, it was more so a 7-day special series that I did. It was Fire Emblem Pre-Houses, a 7-day series that I created in the run-up to Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which was simply me taking on online opponents in Smash Bros., with the twist being that I focused on one Fire Emblem character per episode. I don't know if I'm going to bring that one back, purely for the simple fact that I talked too much in that playlist about how that particular game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, was X amount of days away. Now it's X amount of days away. Now it's tomorrow, etc, etc, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you get it. Cool, right, moving on. Will I bring it back? I don't know. Maybe. But I don't see much point in it. So, oh, God. Sorry for that ears. Whew, that hurt mine. I'm listening to myself back as I record this. Girl, I'm rusty. I ain't recorded anything since October, okay? Right. Do I have any other projects lined up for 2020? If any? And I'm glad you asked. But instead of me trying to explain, why don't I just show you this trailer instead?
Well, princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address.
Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid. You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said. Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Drados, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
Did you enjoy? Well, I'm not going to be giving away any starting dates out for these projects, but they should all be starting before April 2020. So, to close everything off, I just want to briefly recap on what we've covered. Okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, Bayonetta 1 and 2 are all being re-uploaded. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is going to be continued, and while there isn't any swearing in that Let's Play, I'm going to be marketing it for a general audience because I believe anyone should be able to see it and watch it. It still falls into my target demographic, meaning I'm within my rights as a COPPA Compliant content creator to determine which audience category this particular Let's Play should be targeted towards. And lastly, I just have one wish for you all in 2020, and that is to stay happy, healthy, and safe this year and beyond. Being kind to each other. Please just smile, be happy. We're back. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Wins!